Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Morcillon, artist and spiritualist. I come back to speak about transcendental psychology. I wanted to discuss a few ideas today. Is that our soul mission is really, in a sense, to prepare our physical body, prepare ourselves for this ascension, for this fifth dimensional reality. And it's like it's really much about getting ready to activate our light body. Yeah? So, and I want to thank you for continuing this work. Thank you for coming to listen to my messages. Thank you for liking and sharing. I appreciate your comments as well. If you haven't subscribed, I thank you for subscribing and for your donations. If you want a private session, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter and Facebook, although I don't communicate all that much over there. For it's not. I wanted to say that it's not about knowledge. The ascension is not about knowledge. It's not about accumulating information. It's all about heart connection. It's about being connected to inside and feeling, turning to good feeling thoughts. And somebody can be completely analphabet. Can be, I've never read a book, never heard of a religion, never even heard of ascension. Live in the middle of the jungle or in a desert island, and be in alignment with the true self, his true self, and fulfill the ascension. So although deep knowledge comes as a result of being in a relaxed, receptive state, and the knowledge comes from our dreams, from our insight, from our meditation, from the state of relaxation, the state of receptivity, our intuition, as Immanuel Kant uses to say in his Critic. Everything is given through the intuition. Then the mind find a relative understanding in relationship to what is given from within through our intention. So. For it is not about accumulating diplomas or knowledge. It's about practice. And for it's like somebody can have many diplomas of commercial school or business school and be a terrible salesman, where somebody can have no diplomas and sell anything to anyone, or an alpinist can have read everything about the mountains, but then as a guide you prefer somebody that has not read all those things, but has actually been on the mountains to guide you through the steps. So it's not about this. Yet continue to learn and experience what you learn. Put in practice what you learn. It's very important. I'm going to put a few cards, but do not ever think that because somebody knows more than you is more advanced. It's not about that. It's not, of course, when you seek, you find, and so you continue to seek out, and you will find. But know that you're already exactly where you need to be to prepare yourself for your ascension, and do not believe that you. Well, sometimes we feel like we're missing some pieces, but it's all very personal. It's not about in relationship to somebody else's knowledge. I'm going to pull a few cards. For the past is serenity. We've understood that we need to be serene. We need to breathe and to never not respond to things from ego perspective. For the ego wants to control. The ego works through fear, and so when there is a negative energy, you don't want to respond right away. Take the time to breathe and find your serenity and respond from lucidity. Where we are now working on is forgiveness. We continue to forgive ourselves for the blame and shame and feeling of unworthiness. It's like is really first recognize them if they come up through you, but forgive yourself and turn to love immediately. It was a learning process. Nothing to be holding on to or putting weight on your shoulders because of that. What is coming is the triumph, and the triumph is the connection to the truth, is the directive of direction towards freedom, and the achievement of balance and freedom. What we're working on now is authenticity. We want to be authentic, we want to be ourselves. And what is coming next is doubt. So there's going to be many tests and challenges. For so much truth is about to be revealed. It's going to be a great test, great chaos, great trial for humanity. So it's about overcoming the doubts. It's really about, very important, to the physical world, the 3D world, where those who are holding on to it will become completely confused. It's going to become much more confused. Those who are turning on to the unity within and the love and the connection, it will become much more coherent, and this is the only way that's going to be coherent to navigate those times. Once we overcome the doubt, we'll be generous. We're going to be able to assist many people that are confused, that have lost their way into this maze of the mind. And so there is a the mind. Joy and happiness is about stepping out of the mind and letting go of all we know. Yet there is satisfaction in achieving goals or solving equations or solving problems. Yet it's not. Joy is about letting go of problems and expectations. For if we expect something, we push it forward. Just being receptible. Know that what you ask is given. It's on its way to you. So just release the resistance of needing to have it now, and then it will come in its right time. Always take cue from nature. And always go deeper in your research, in your passion, in your learning. There is always new layers to practice, new layers to discover, and to all things. Just keep your mind open like an umbrella. If it's an umbrella that is closed, it won't do you much good. Keep your mind open, be flexible to adapt and change your truth like little children. They're recreating their reality each and every day. They're building this reality each and every day. So let go of the truth of yesterday, and it's been integrated. So just you can rely on that, but do not hold on to it. Just be open to receive new truths from what life is telling you, teaching you. For duality will no longer work. It's only the unity will be the new normal, and the heart connection will become the new normal. We're going to move into the great. As soon as the revelation come and everything comes to the surface, there's going to be great changes. But this new cycle will take weeks and months to integrate. The mentors will come, all kinds of new things, new technologies, new freedom for humanity, the change of the monetary system. All of that is in the works and will come in its due time. But even when the extraterrestrial comes, there will be months and years of learning process to integrate what we need to integrate. So just enjoy each and every day, take whatever. But we're not depending on other events, and the heart is already connected to the source, the creator of all that is. So just connect to your creator and ask your creator, ask your guides to assist you in understanding what the creator is trying to give you. It is very important to take all the words and messages with a great deal of discrimination. What I'm saying, what anybody says, because words are very connects on the feeling sorts. And words are like food that we ingest. If we're completely neutral, if we balance, the negative words will not push an emotional button inside. But sometimes there's something that very low vibe. It comes into our consciousness and it pushes a button inside. It's very unenjoyable. But we want to deactivate all the buttons so we can be truly serene in the process. For messengers are like food that we ingest, and so be careful what you ingest. Try to ingest food messengers that are digestible, and so remain balanced and neutral. Be contemplative and to be unaffected by the negativity, because the vibration of joy and serenity is given with greater ease to stay above the 3D now. To more and more people are achieving that. And for we have the choice of what we're focusing on. There is so many duties that we need, people we meet, situation we meet, we have to deal with. But we also have free time of moment where we're not confronted with the 3D world, the physical world. And in those times, it is important to cultivate the joy and happiness and the direction, the dream, the good feeling thoughts, rather than coming down on yourself and complaining about all kinds of things. Utilize those time for that time of freedom, and then. Of course, we as human beings, we have to face a certain responsibility in the physical world. But the more we find this joy and freedom in those free times, the easier it will be to return into the physical world. And there is no need to try to convince or to prove or to convert or about spirituality and God. If people are on the same frequency, you can share, you will increase your connection, we co-create together something beautiful. But if somebody is not open to it, is absolutely try to avoid the subject. Don't try to, because an atheist, if you speak about God, he will become very angry because he denies his fundamental truth, and also this fundamental truth respects his belief, and so there is an activation of God that is recognized within the person, but his mind does not recognize it, so the mind goes really crazy and confused. So avoid the subject of spirituality with the atheist, for instance. Find another way to bring them to some wisdom where they see something, a light within themselves. It's only when God decide that we can be activated to certain knowledge and understanding that it actually happens. So do not force them. Nothing can be achieved by force in this new life. It's little by little. It's not by force that we achieve things. I'm just offering guidance and and ideas, but I think they're pretty sound ideas. Have faith in your inner transformation. Do not put your faith in the outer world. Doesn't mean that there's some people you can trust and have faith in them, but it will breed disappointment, because if we put faith in our connection to God, then we'll find the right information, we'll activate the right potential, we'll magnetize what we need for the transformation, and we'll find a greater service from there, rather than expecting those change on the political or whatever stage we're expecting change. Those will come, and when they will come, we'll say, wow, I didn't know it was going to create so much chaos. I wasn't sure. We've been asking for that, now it's there, and it's like, whoa, do we really want that? But we'll go through, we'll navigate, stay tuned to your inner center. And so for it's good to be grounded, to be connected to nature as much as possible, to ground ourselves in the planet. I have a friend who's a psychologist, and I was talking to her yesterday, and she's confronted with many people with problem, and so, but there's a lot of floaters right now, people that their physical reality is so discordant that they're floating. So stay anchored, stay well anchored within your truth. It's good to eliminate all the stress and relax. It's very important to feel well hydrated, to eat good food, protect your aura, take care of your physical bodies, make positive affirmation. I am love, I am light, I am the way, I am the truth, I am that I am source in form. Whatever affirmation, you remind yourself that you are that which is the true, your true self. Connect to that. And love is the highest protection in many sense. Did I pull some card with those? No, I don't think so. Did I? No, I don't think so. Sometimes, since I do those French reading, and I keep always my mind void. I keep my mind blank. So it's like whatever information pops up at the right, within the now, is really what happens. I don't make a plan. I take notes so that the French message and the English message are saying the same thing. Otherwise, I probably would not. So it is good to protect your aura, and for the ego is driven by fear, and so do not react from ego, and take the breeze, find your lucidity and serenity before you respond to things, if you need to respond to things. And so the highest wisdom is the equitable being, the balance, to be balanced, to be fair, to be in center. And this triumph that is coming is the state of balance, where there is the integration of our lower self and higher self, where there is no judgment, there is the acceptation of all that may not be normal. The new normal is the acceptation, is the integration, the authenticity of ourself, to be ourself. As long as we do not do harms, there is a lot of things in society that are not acceptable, politically speaking, but they do no harm, but they are not acceptable because they are not the format that the power elites wants you to behave. And so just be yourself. Do not care about those people. Just send them violet fire if violet light to assist them in their transformation, hoping that they come into the realization of their soul and spirit, so that they can participate in the positive way. What we need to understand is why. There is so many questions that may pop into our mind, and so but God has already the answer before we even ask the question. And so just know that your soul and spirit already have the answer. Just be in a receptive mode, ask, pray, you can pray, and then go into the receptive mode. And when you're totally ready to receive the answers will come. What we need to do is imagination, continue to cultivate this beautiful dream, this beautiful vision, this connection to your most, do not limitate your dreams, and do not limitate your imagination. It's very, Einstein said, imagination is more powerful than knowledge. He knew what he was talking about. For this good feeling state of being in receptive, in the super creative mode, is far more important than past knowledge. Although everything has to be balanced, once again, and the outcome is approaching the precipice. There's going to be decisions and choices that are going to need to be made. It will be clear. Just know that if you're on face of a precipice, spirit will be catching you. You can make a quantum leap of faith, and to move totally into this trust of your inner self. This is going to be the essential choice for. And so, for form is not the true reality, and the ego will try to maintain its control over the world of form. But the true reality is love. It is the source. It is God. For that is the true reality. It's the only one. It's the only one reality of the one. There's only one reality. It is the truth of God. This divine truth that brings peace and joy when you accept it totally. When the mind get out of the mind and move into this receptive mode, and so it is. So I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to finish with a song that's a song of Yusuf Islam, Cat Stevens, an old song that asks us to celebrate each day to the glory of the recreation of the morning that God created. It's called Morning Has Broken. It goes like this. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world. Sweet the rain new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, hidden so plain. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise from them springing fresh from the world. Well, here Yusuf reminds us of that every day is a new day, is a recreation, and connect to nature and the beauty of that creation that God created. And so it is a beautiful song. All these songs are very inspired, very poetic, very gentle, and full of sincerity as well. So there's a great deal of openness. And the card of the day is the Eight of Raphael. The Eight of Raphael. She's like crossing a bridge. She's got to cross this bridge. Decisions will have to be made. She's got to let go of all those treasures on this side, and the cat will follow her. There is and the light. The archangel is this beautiful Raphael. Is the archangel of love. He's waiting for her on the other side. She said, "The best is yet to come. Do what you know is good for you. A spiritual quest. So go for it and do not." Prepare yourself to cross that bridge. In this year of 2021 is a transition year. We've been escalading a bridge, and by August 8th we'll be on the apex, on the top of the bridge, and we're going to be able to see what's the landing on the other side. And next year there will be many revelation and transformation. Transformation are not going to come like one day and then everything is transformed. It's going to be a gradual process. So prepare yourself, prepare your body for this light activation, and take care of yourself and love one another. Thank you very much. Namaste.